Okay, next question is Kevin. I got a question about the schema type that he's using. Right now he's using physician, markup on the home page and nothing on the inner pages. I'm considering changing it to organization schema as it is a more accurate reflection of my site. Can I just delete the physician markup and change everything to organization markup, keeping my same as location, etc.? Or will that ruin ranking and ruin any good standing I have with the semantic web police? No, I would say if that is your proper, if organization better fits, which it looks like it probably would in your case because it's a national surgeon review site, yeah, I would go ahead and switch it out because you're actually doing the semantic web a favor if you're updating data to be more accurate. And so I don't think, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not 100% sure if it will affect your rankings or not. I don't think that it would. In fact, I think it would probably be an improvement if that is the case, that organization better, more accurately represents the business. But I'm not 100% sure. Marco or Hernan, have you guys seen when you change a schema type, has it affected rankings?
No, I'm not entirely. No, I don't have data to back this up. I mean, it could, but again, if it
It would be
reflects,
temporary, in my opinion. If it,
right? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's like a 301. You know,
yeah.
you're changing the you're changing. Yeah, you're changing something that Google had indexed. You know, and fitting it with something else. I think it should be fine. Maybe what you could do is before changing that physician, maybe grab a page or two, like internal pages, and add the physician markup in them and see what it does. You know, instead of changing the home page in one swoop, that could potentially, you know, harm your entire website rankings. You could do it like on phases, you know,
Yeah.
without spamming, of course, because you will have physician on the home page. Even further, if you're adding like, well, that's schema, but if you're adding JSON only to the header, then you will be repeating physician on the inner page. That's a no-go. But if you're adding schema, you can get rid of a schema inside of or add physician inside of an internal page and see what it does. You know, once
Yeah,
you're
you mean
sure.
if he's using microdata instead of JSON LD is what you mean.
Right, right, right,
Right.
right. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then yeah. Or you can change it for, let's say, a week and see how it behaves and then roll back. You know, you can always roll back. So,
Yeah, but my point is you do not want to do the second part, which is where you add both schema types.
yep.
You do not want to do that. You want to select one, and I always recommend, guys, that you use with semantic web, guys. You want to be as accurate as possible. And
Right.
even if you have something that is working, if at a late, like for example, the business types, the type markup is always evolving. They're always adding new ones. And so if you build your site today and you pick the best category for type that's available, but 5, 6 months down the road, they now have a very specific category that better represents your business or your website, then I recommend that you always go and update the data because you want to try to be as accurate as possible. Data purity, that's what the semantic web is all about, right, is data purity. And so if you're going in and updating it to be a more accurate representation of what the business or the website actually is, and again, I don't have any data to back this up, but I can't imagine, it might bounce a little bit, dance a little bit, because they typically always do when you do any sort of changes. But my guess is it would come back stronger, and you'd be doing, long term, you'd be in a better position, in my opinion. But I don't have any data to back that up, Kevin. You just have to try it. But do not add double markup because that's basically structured data spam. You don't want to do that. Okay. Hopefully that was an adequate answer.